You have to talk about that Justice League movie, boy. The final movie, the final superhero comic book movie of 2017.
Right.
In terms of my enjoyment of it, I'll save that for last.
Right.
I'll lead into that. But we have to talk about the road. I should say the road full of speed bumps and potholes that led to Justice League, boy. It started right after the Dark Knight trilogy, just blew everyone away, including myself. I love it. Then we got Man of Steel, which divided critics and fans alike. There was stuff in it that I appreciated. One thing, the music. Secondly, I love the music. I love the music.
I generally defended the world building of it. I thought they got a little things right. There's a little stuff that in Superman lore that I always hated. Here's a thing in Superman lore that is really always in Superman lore and I hate it. Here's the thing. Kryptonite rock.
Yeah.
Always hated Kryptonite rock. And what they did in Man of Steel, where it was a kind of holistic environmental thing, you're on a ship. And it's like, well, that kind of cool though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And then they did the world engine thing where it caused the whole planet to become like that. I like that. Here's the thing, they could have done that for the sequel. Again, that's me with my massive unwarranted ego. They could have had Metallo have a world engine power his body. So that's a shockwave that weakens Superman, but it power him because he's a kind of half Kryptonian from Luthor. Whatever. Anyway, this Man Steel is a movie that, law-wise, it had some problems. I would have dropped the Codex bullshit. Whatever.
Me too.
But it's a movie that got a lot right.
Yeah, I actually like the film. Not as much as all that, unfortunately, but I still enjoy it for what they tried to do. It's like a revisionist version of Superman.
From my understanding, if I remember correctly, it's basically Earth 1 Superman. If you remember that comic?
Yeah.
It's basically that. They did that. And then, if anybody knows a old anime called Birdie the Mighty? Straight up look up Birdie the Mighty and then somebody did it on YouTube. They cut Birdie the Mighty with Man of Steel final action sequence. Same shots. God damn. Brutal.
Wow.
Real brutal. I mean, look, filmmakers
talking about
imitation and flattery.
The Western filmmakers just do that shit all the time. I think it's Paprika, one of those that did Requiem for a Dream. It's the same shot with Gil underwater screaming. Same shot.
Perfect Blue is Black Swan.
Black Swan, right, exactly. And Birdie the Mighty is Man of Steel final action sequence. I defend Man of Steel for the most part. It's a movie that it didn't deserve that low of a score. I actually like it more than Superman Returns.
Definitely.
I like it more than Superman Returns. I'm a big fan of Superman Returns.
I bet check Rotten Tomatoes score for the
two. Exactly.
Like, that's why I don't
I don't reference Rotten Tomatoes. I tend to reference Metacritic on average. But even Metacritic has this lower. I was like, no, I don't agree with that at all. I think this movie.
Well, here's the thing with Superman Returns is because Bryan Singer was trying to go for the classic original thing. It's like, we must give this guy credit for at least trying to pay tribute to it.
Crap.
But this one was trying something new, quote unquote.
And I'll admit it went too far on the other end. Because one of the biggest critiques of it is that it's trying to not be, instead of trying to be a thing. It doesn't have its own identity. If you think about it, almost all of it is, we're not Donna, we're not the cartoons, we're not Fleischer, we're we're doing our own thing, but they're not really doing any good work.
And you know what ends up happening with that? It's a movie that when I think back on it, Superman Returns feels empty to me.
Right.
Not just empty as a story, empty as a space.
Right.
If you look at the way the sets are, there's like no people.
Yeah.
It feels like, it doesn't feel like a place, it feels like a set.
Right.
You know, everything doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel...
Yeah. And with Man of Steel, they start from scratch. They tell themselves, alright, we're not this, that, or the other, but we're going our own world building. Oh, by the way, a thing I had a massive doubt about is going to be kind of awesome, hopefully, if they do it the way I think they might be doing it. Krypton. It's a TV series that Goya's writing.
I forgot about that.
Here's the thing. I thought it was just a straight up prequel, which would have been kind of cool in its own way. Then I heard they're going to do something along the lines of a John Connor Terminator scenario where someone from current Earth goes back in time and then goes to distant Krypton to make sure Clark isn't born. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I'll admit. When I heard that's kind of cool. So somebody from Earth, you don't know who it is. Could be somebody more likely malevolent because holy shit, who the hell hates Superman? So it had to be somebody malevolent. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but that's a clever damn premise.
Yeah.
Because I really wondered where they were going with Krypton. And
Yeah, because I would have hated the idea if it's just a prequel. Like, oh, it's just a prequel and they had to play out the politics or whatever. Seagal, his grandfather, who cares? They're planning on blow up anyway. And they're not going to live.
Well, I like that they're going to have that over arc.
And thank you.
Yes.
Right. And make it interesting. However, Man of Steel largely worked.
Yeah.
For me, I had a lot of things. They did some stuff that was like some classic Superman shit. Like the part where you just jump in and not flying. And then you crash through the mountain and it's like, it's a good shot.
Yeah.
Some good shots. The part when you fist on the ground and
Yes.
grab the thing. That's kind of good. Farah. Kind of kicked out of the ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kind of give me a bone a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And for one thing,
Yeah.
compared to Superman Returns,
Scare bone.
we got to see Superman really duke it out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
Well,
though we
okay,
saw the
so-
consequences
but
of it.
That's the thing
in
I
the
never
next one.
agreed fully with. You know, a lot of big critique of Superman Returns was he needed to punch somebody. I don't believe that.
In 2006, we wanted to see that.
But
We-
a lot of
we
people,
had-
a lot of dudes wanted to
Yeah,
see that.
we
And
had seen Justice League
Man
the
of Steel,
series,
Man
right?
of Steel did it. And
Yeah, they look awesome. The
got
first
it.
time I saw it, I felt it was a little too CG heavy.
Yeah.
But then I watched it again
No,
a few
we
times,
never
like,
rewatched
yes,
it,
I'm
yeah.
really feeling that fight with him and Zod.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is badass.
But for me, the Farah fight.
Yes, well, that
Yeah.
fight before that was
fight.
like
I mean,
excellent.
a lot of it worked.
I-
A lot of
Yeah.
the technology stuff worked.
When I saw Man of Steel, when I initially came out of it, I was hyped, I was excited. And I think like I gave it an 8. And the more I thought about what they did with Clark and Superman, I started to get angry. And my score started to go lower and lower.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to the point where I think I ended up at about 6 or 5.
So
With,
low?
yeah. Man of Steel is a movie that it pissed me off the more. It's not, I have no issue with any of the stuff you guys talked about.
Yeah.
I loved what they did with Krypton. I
Yeah.
adored what they did with Jor-El. But the character felt just empty for me. What
You're
Superman
right.
represents for me, that what Clark is supposed to be by that
The Boy
age,
Scout.
by that
The Boy
time.
Scout.
Not so much as a boy
No,
scout,
not
but
really, just a
he
symbol
is
of hope,
always
really.
hope and
Yeah.
positivity. You see it with Wonder Woman. They did it perfectly in that movie. Where as much as she was disappointed by what humanity turned out to be, she did have her hope there. You saw it. This character just felt, and again, I don't think it's Henry Cavill's fault. I think it's how the character was written. So
Yeah.
as a hardcore Superman fan, it was annoying me the more I thought about it, how empty the character felt.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
really did feel
And
distant.
I
though.
absolutely despise what they did with Jonathan Kent. So
Oh,
That
God.
was the
yeah.
worst.
So the
worst
more I
thing
thought
ever.
about it, the angrier it got me. With
Why
the,
did it have to be a dog?
No,
I
the
know.
tornado,
Oh my
the tornado
God.
thing just didn't work.
right,
With
Yeah.
the tornado thing,
And I can't-
Like you
Jonathan's
live
attitude.
in the country, you're
Right?
supposed to know better, man.
I don't cut that.
His father, his relationship with Jonathan Kent,
Yeah.
has always been like a dichotomy of his relationship with Jor-El later on.
Exactly.
How cold and calculating Jor-El is, as
Right.
opposed to Jonathan.
Right.
And Jonathan is the one who is like,
he's
you
cool
have
guy.
to hope. You have to give people a chance. They're going to disappoint you, but
Exactly.
you have to give them a
And-
chance. None of that is here.
Smallville did so well.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. And but the
Yeah.
little simple changes to the dialogue could have fixed that. Like, okay, so what you're gonna do is happen where Jonathan should have asked him, you think you should have saved those people? And have Clark say maybe.
Yeah.
Jonathan say maybe?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, that was a slap. I honestly felt like I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no,
it was
the
a
whole-
slap in
yeah,
the face.
the
It
whole
was horrible.
utilitarian Kent thing,
Yeah.
not working at all. And
Yeah.
they had the mother doing it in Batman v Superman.
Yes.
The mother was like, you don't owe them nothing. I'm
Yes.
like, what was this?
Yes,
You
Martha
serious
was a
with this?
monster.
So just to jump off some of the points about like Superman, I kind of understand what he was trying to do in Man of Steel because like he wasn't Superman yet, he was
Right.
was
Yes.
becoming
Right.
that
Right.
person.
But
They missed the opportunity to
right,
give
but,
us
Yeah.
but that's, the,
Yeah.
that's the
that
problem.
Superman.
The
Yeah.
problem
He
is that,
was-
okay,
he
so
was
here's,
worse in BVH.
Yes.
no, here's the stick with Superman. Only 2 people had to raise that child on Earth. Only 2 people could raise that child. Had to be Jonathan and Martha Kent. Anybody else who not like them, he gonna turn out to be a monster. Straight up. You had to instill those values and
Again,
make
Smallville address that.
Right.
People come in the past
Yes,
and
where they actually show where they were
Jonathan and
picked.
Martha.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
it wasn't
Exactly.
random, yeah.
You can't right, and,
Yeah.
and that's the whole point with Man. I say a lot of people didn't feel that, and to me, again, as a film, you could have fixed it. But then we move on to Batman v Superman.
Oh boy,
that
your
movie
worst. Sorry, your pick for
Oh my
worst
God.
movie of 2016.
Right, and that movie just A had no excuse being that bad. B, because they had 2 damn years to make it, and then B, it just made. I mean, I still baffle us how somebody could string so many bad decisions in a row together. People just like to dog on Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad still had a working template that made some sense. This, and again, it was unfinished. This was intentional, and for me, almost nothing working at me. Like, I can't think. It is really that bad. By the way, somebody should look up Movie Bob. If you're anybody familiar with him.
Oh, his
the guy
review of it is
who
something.
basically picks apart all the little things about why Batman v Superman not working, and does part one for really that bad, quote unquote. Yeah,
makes perfect sense.
Cover everything, and
Yeah.
no, that's the thing. The movie is really that bad. I keep telling people keep saying, well, it wasn't that bad, and when it was this. No, the movie poisoned future iterations of DCU.
Yeah.
It poisoned
Yes,
DCU
that
indefinitely.
is what
Yeah.
they did.
And the
It's
reason
just
why
like
a lot of
yo.
people say it's not that bad is because they like to compare it to Marvel. It's like, we've been so desensitized by Marvel movies. Look at all
I have
what
a
this Marvel
friend
formula.
I
So-
have a friend like
Yeah.
he's exactly that.
Right.
Yeah. So at least
Hope you
DC was
listen
trying to
to
do
the
something
podcast.
different. Come on,
Because
give
you
them a
know
blind.
it.
Huh?
No,
Yeah.
that should
But
be
like,
That's
like
bullshit.
The whole argument is like, oh, Marvel is the same template, everything
Yeah.
is the same, and this DC giving us something different.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I get a nice tasty doubles every time consistently that
Right.
I do it, and then I go by somebody else, and it's some different, where shit.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yes.
I don't want
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. The issue is not different. The issue is it's not good.
Yeah.
That's
And
the issue.
I'll be honest, like full disclosure, when I first saw my BVS, I was one of the people saying it wasn't
That bad.
that bad,
Right.
and I think that's because I had overhyped myself that I
Right.
just didn't want to
Right.
admit
But
that
for
it
me-
was
Yeah.
that
So
bad.
for me, it was the opposite. Because I was like, when I heard, okay, in my head, I was like, all right, Man of Steel is a kind of weird thing. It's Superman Begins, Superman Rookie. So I was thinking, all right, you need a second movie to set him up in the game.
Right.
In my head.
Superman.
But when I saw they announced it, I was like, well, all right, that is a kind of a weird move, but you can make it work.
Yeah,
And I thought these people knew what they were doing.
Yes.
That is the part I put trust in them, and then when to get, I'm gonna straight up say it, I thought I was shitting on Frankie.
Yeah.
And that just pissed me off
But
so
it's so
much.
friggin' easy to guess Batman Superman to fight. You just have Superman
No.
come in on Batman beating the shit out of
No.
a
civilian.
Yeah,
and you're like, no, you
yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
And you're,
No,
you're,
here's the thing,
you're-
right?
Fight,
Like
yeah,
Batman,
and they
right?
don't know
No,
each
here's
other
the
and
thing,
fight. Yeah.
No, yes, it is. I'll admit, it is very difficult to
World's
justify.
finest.
Right, no, here's the thing. I'll admit, it is very difficult to justify why Batman and Superman should have a full-on fight. World's Finest, the animated series.
Yeah,
Just did a little
yeah,
thing.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was one throw the other because you catch him off guard, and then Superman had like body slamming. Like I did a little body thing. That was it. But to have a full-on fight, it's hard to justify why a coherent Batman and a coherent Superman will have a full-on fight. Dark Knight Returns kinda did it.
Right.
Kinda. And I still think it was
Superman
kinda...
a seller.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Batman was leader.
Yeah, Superman is a real asshole in
It
that.
had to
I
be-
know, right?
It had to be, but that's the thing, with the fight, it can't be, well, Superman was infected by poison ivy spores, or it can't be, well, Batman is a anti-communist, or something like that. Like, I was referencing scenarios in the comics.
Yeah.
And unless you're introducing magic, there's not much that could get to Superman.
Right,
You know,
and
that's-
my thing with it is that, okay, how are you going to justify this? You had to do a damn good job. Because it had to be, the thing with Batman and Superman, it had to be a clash of values. Right? Not only that, it had to be a
Yeah,
clash...
ideological.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It had to be a clash
That's
of
like
values.
what Wayne was saying.
Right, and then it had to be a clash of power. How it is that somebody could, with no power, could find somebody with essentially
power.
godlike power.
Yeah.
And the movie didn't come close to doing that.
You know?
Not even close. They did do the Batman armor thing. I was like, yeah, well, Superman could just rip that off. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Superman had just scope out the scene
Yeah.
beforehand.
Or crunch
Yeah.
up
You
like
could
a
have just
tin of
land
tuna.
behind
Yeah.
Batman.
and then,
Both the armor,
they
that is
messed
just
up,
like
the
yeah.
totally messed up, the Lex Luthor thing just like was,
Oh
that was
my God.
that was
Oh
the-
my God.
the creme on the top of the
That was
The-
that was the
the
icing on
cake
the
piece.
shit.
Eisenberg didn't bother me
Total
that
nonsense.
much.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
me personally,
Right.
that was one of the things I was just like, okay, that's just that they're just doing something different, right?
Right.
It
No,
didn't
I
bother me
hated that.
that
I
much, right?
I
hated
hated
that.
Eisenberg in that one.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
as
the
somebody
Riddler,
who
it wasn't
find
Luthor.
that Michael Rosenbaum is the best, like
For me,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
I
template
mean,
for what I like.
Eisenberg
Actually,
so far
off.
Yeah.
off. I can
know.
understand why
Yeah.
you piss people off.
All the
Right, but-
twitchiness
but-
and the
Yeah,
it was
but
just
here's the
weird.
thing with Lex Luthor in this movie though that I hated. He is the one reason, like he
Everything
is
to
like
block.
Everything
he's the reason
happened.
why everything kinda happened in the
And
show.
the plan, and
Yeah.
the plan
Yeah.
is total nonsense.
Not even
Yeah.
kind of.
Exactly.
He did it.
Is
Yeah.
is
Everything was on
Lex
it.
had this
Plan.
this complex that okay, well, I hate God because I saw with my
Nothing
daddy.
made sense, yeah.
So Superman is
No,
God, so I
here's the
need
thing.
Batman to
Here's
kill
the-
him and some big elaborate plan.
No, here's the thing. You can
and
make,
it just makes no
some
sense.
coherent sense of that if they show it. Like, okay, so they decide to show Batman origin story again.
Because
Well,
Zack
no,
Snyder.
Here's
That's
the thing. I don't mind that. But here's the thing. Easy fix. You're going to have that, do a parallel edit with Lex Luthor childhood. So you're showing...
Brilliant. Yes.
You're showing Batman growing up, you're showing Lex growing up. And here's the thing. You get the feeling like, okay, I get what they're trying to go for, which is the idea of, quote-unquote, again, to get, quote-unquote, philosophically deep about it, or theologically deep about it, is man's relationship with God. Man's relationship with God could go one or two ways. If your life going like shit, you can either be a believer and stick with it, or you can be outright, quote-unquote, nihilist atheist type, right? Maybe. So Lex, that is Lex's side. And then Batman is like, we still have faith, but he's angry with God. We still believe in God. That is what I thought the subtext was. Right? And then they could have Batman and Lex work together and talking with each other to fight Superman, and that is all the subtext. And then Lex now
transparently
and then
evil,
right, exactly. And then Lex go beyond the
into
pale.
fighting Superman.
Right, and then Lex now go beyond the pale, and then Batman pick up with the Superman fella, even though he had these powers. Yeah, good though.
Yeah, he not bad.
Yeah, and then this Lex fella boy, he's talking sense before, but that's
Batman's supposed to be smart now.
Yes.
right.
He was
And
with
then,
his detective.
whatever, and then Batman pick up with this Lex fella's a problem though. He realizes like going too far now. He tried to do that shit.
And
But
Doomsday could
close.
be like a contingency plan for
Yes.
Lex. So like his main plan was manipulating Batman
Batman is
into
a fighting Superman.
Right.
Yes.
Doomsday is the contingency plan. So
Yes.
you have Batman figure it out.
Right.
They confront them together.
Right.
Yes.
Here's what's dumb about that. Freaking Doomsday, you don't have the Doomsday plan done ready. So
Yes.
it's like, wait, you expected Superman to kill Batman? Because if you expected Batman to fight, he wasn't going to help your ass against getting punched in the face by Doomsday.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever. I take that one. Another dumb thing. Little world building things. So Man of Steel had some workable sense of world building. This is how this works. This is where the ship was. This is where Clark would have been. Blah, blah, blah. Little things. Most of it made sense. Batman and Superman, nothing made sense. So they decided to bring in the Kryptonite rock. A bunch of little children going to get the shit, to get the rock from under. Like, wait. Lex Luthor not supposed to spend millions of dollars to try to get freaking Kryptonian alien technology.
But again, like we had that in Superman Returns, right? With Kevin Spacey.
But that's the thing.
And
They had
a diver and
the same dumb crap.
Yeah.
Have it where China, where the world government's trying to get an alien ship
Yeah.
mash up, and it's like little things like that.
Everybody would be rushing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, they just have some children in the Indian Ocean in a boat, and a little child could dive and he get a rock. And somehow you know to look for that rock because you know some guy would have cracked it open to find a green rock that they're looking for. How you know that?
How you know that? How you know which one to
Another
pick
thing,
up?
you know when to
do they
pick up?
ever explain how Lex knows that Kryptonite is a
Nothing.
weakness?
They never
Nothing.
explain that.
No connection.
I never saw that. There's
Yeah.
no explanation for how he
Nothing.
knows all the shit he knows.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I would have hit Lois some clout and all. Every time you look, she's there, and at the end with the Superman, with this cliche kiss, I was like,
Oh no. Okay.
Fighting?
Right, so
Like Doomsday?
Man of Steel, that was a big problem in Man of Steel. So they had her doing things that she not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Two things. She on the damn plane.
Yeah.
What's she there for? She didn't figure out the thing, Freaking Hamilton figured it out in Man of Steel. Remember that? When he
Yeah.
turned the thing and finally
Yeah.
like, wait, so what you was there for? Whatever. You just there to get saved in the air. Second time, the worst one is when she finds herself at the end of Batman and Superman. Serious? And she there to explain Martha.
Yeah.
And oh god, the Martha thing,
My
that
God.
was just so god.
Martha.
I was laughing.
Yeah, I was laughing.
And
I was like,
apparently that was Snyder putting in his own thing because of what he went through with losing his mom or something like that. So he put that.
I just feel that was an
Pretentious.
idea, and I was just like, hey, so what? That is
They
like
put out the same
Like it just dawned on him after all these decades. It's an epiphany, Jay.
No, but that's classic comic book trivia. And something it's so classic you forget about it.
Yes.
I like, maybe actually this is
I
like a cool
honestly
script.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I
And I
did
go, "This
forget
seriousness?"
that they have the same name.
And we never hear Superman call his mother Martha anyway, so why would just say that to Batman? Like,
Yeah,
even
exactly.
if you save my mother. And
Right.
And
Yeah.
that,
Calls
like,
them mother
like
by the
okay,
name.
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
you're going to kill me, fine. I accept it, but save my mother.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the only person
And
that
then
save my mother
Batman
now.
stop and like, what do you mean
and
save your mother?
Simple.
And then
Right?
it hits him that,
And then
hey, this alien
has a
have
mom.
a mother.
Yeah. Like, wait,
You don't
have
need to
a mom?
link these
You don't need
names.
to say the names.
Yeah.
In an attempt to be like,
Yeah.
No, and
revenge.
then when you had this fake, it'll be like Martha Kent. And you'll be like, okay, well, you just say Martha Kent.
Another
But
thing.
you know, Batman gonna find that particular person.
Whatever.
Here's
But
another
then
thing
on
that
board.
really, really annoyed me about that final battle thing.
Everything.
Yeah, everything,
Yeah, everything.
but
The Kryptonian gas.
still a creme of nonsense. So, Batman can stab you with this thing or keep you at bay,
A caveman spear.
right? With a caveman spear.
Yeah.
Yet, you have this physical strength to fly
You know?
from that
Yes.
distance to that distance to run that into Doomsday.
Yeah.
By the way, there's somebody else who can fly on your freaking team.
Yeah.
Who is nearly
So,
as
like,
strong as
as
you
you
are.
So you could have do that. You could have stopped him from
Thank
stabbing
you.
her.
That gave me real vexed.
But it just need a reason to kill Superman.
I was
because
in IMAX. I remember I was in IMAX. I was sitting down just watching this and I was like, you want to run spear. Hey, you want to run spear. Hey, idiot.
You the
Dude, I was
I remember.
really angry.
Had to
I was
see it.
really goddamn
No, but
angry. Matthew
even
could
if
tell
you're
me.
killing him in the comics,
So contrived.
in the comics, how it happened, it makes sense.
Right.
By the time they finished battle, he had nothing left, so
He had nothing, right, so-
basically went into a coma that looked like death.
Right,
Because
he had
for
nothing.
human beings, you
And it was
can't
nighttime.
tell. Yeah.
And it was nighttime.
Yes.
Right.
Right. So everybody like, wait, he's
Yeah,
dead.
dude,
Good,
yeah, dude,
right?
just beat
And don't
it
say
up.
it, look.
Yeah.
I don't know, dumb little
Exactly.
thing. This is a little dumb thing. This is a little dumb thing. I'm taking this from movie, but it's something I thought about as well. So why wasn't it like a zombie Zod and then have him turn to Doomsday over time? To have him looking like a
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings troll? So he could be like a kind of zombie Zod. Like, oh shit, it's Zod again. But he's
I
zombie.
feel that's because Michael Shannon was like, I want nothing
I
to do with
Yeah.
No,
it.
what? No, here's the thing. No, just have it be a total
You could have
CG.
thing up the
Have it
face and
be a
stuff.
total
Because that
CG.
wasn't Michael Shannon on the table.
No.
No, yeah,
That was,
that's
that
but
was a full prosthetic.
whatever, right, exactly. No, you make it CG, whoever. Michael Shannon not a shop again. I will be a zombie Zod. He looking a little warped. So it kind of like Zod / Bizarro.
Yeah.
Little
all
bit.
grey and messed
A
up.
little messed up, right? And then he over time when you're killing him, he's like, oh shit, it turned into Doomsday and that. So you're in your head, you don't know it's Doomsday. And then it's like, wait, it's Doomsday? Oh shit, that cannot do though. Another thing, this bothered the hell out of me. I hate that they sell out Wonder Woman so early in this movie.
Yes. That could have been a
Hated
huge
that.
surprise.
That could
in
be
the
a
movie.
big surprise.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Couple things that took me out of the movie as well, right? So remember that one guy on the wheelchair who was real bitching about
Went nowhere.
Superman? And I know,
Forget
like
about
I was
him,
looking at
Scoot
it.
McNairy.
You know?
Yeah, like when I was looking at it, I was telling
What's his
myself,
name?
That's his name,
Yeah, Scoot McNairy.
Scoot McNairy, yeah,
Listen.
that's his name. That's it.
I love that actor. He is in one of my
he is-
favorite
he is
shows
lovely
ever.
actor.
Halt
Walk
and
on
Catch Fire.
Wikipedia, it's there.
He's the star of one of my favorite shows ever, Halt and Catch Fire. It ended recently. It's a pretty awesome show. He's a great actor. But dude, to see him in this mess, Dread, that doesn't hurt me, Dread. It's like, why you pick this though?
Yeah.
Oh, another annoying thing I hate is, you see, killing off side characters. See that shit? I hate it. Man of Steel, they kill off Hamilton. Hated it. They kill off Guardian. Hated
Lex
it.
killing Mercy and
Mercy
it made
dead.
no sense
Yeah.
to me.
In the unlimited cut, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh my,
This
well,
should be
I didn't
head.
even know who that was until
Until
they had to
after.
explain it after.
Like, when
Me
when
too,
you kill
me
off
too.
these side characters,
Why? What?
But yeah, but back to the fellow, well, Scott McNairy, right, whatever, right. Scoot, whatever, right.
No,
right.
the actor's name is Scoot McNairy.
God.
You thought that was the
Okay,
character's
the
name?
guy on the wheelchair, because see, I forget the names now, right? I thought that because of his motivation, because he hated Superman so much, I thought they would throw us a little side curve and I've been like, oh, well, maybe Lex could bring him in. This is me thinking while I was watching the show now.
Metallo.
And he would have been Doomsday now.
Metallo.
But it's like, or
Actually,
Strike, or
yeah.
some character there. Because
People
see,
thought he was
Yeah.
gonna be Metallo.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like no, we had the court thing and he gone, the end, right? And but this is the biggest sin of the whole movie for me, right? Is that it's just such a piss poor attempt to catch up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You had a moment where freaking Wonder Woman is looking at this electronic press kit, sorry. I seen all the other heroes that will form the Justice League,
Right.
and I'm like, nah, Dre, nah.
I mean,
Dre.
after 2 years,
Not even
of
a
planning,
post-credit
there was a
scene, you
budget,
know.
300 million.
You stopped the movie
Nice
to
one.
show us this.
I noticed, like, you keep saying moments, and that was the big problem with this movie. It was a moments movie.
Yeah.
Moments with no establishing shots.
Yeah. No, it's just an excuse to have these epic moments.
Yes.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
take the 8-minute Batman versus Superman fight scene
Yeah.
That was
by
8 minutes.
itself,
Yeah.
and I can watch it, right?
Yeah.
So, I bet still sucked.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well,
But it's
honestly,
still
I
watchable.
I
Yeah.
like it. I wouldn't defend it, but
Right.
I enjoy the fight.
That
Right.
one moment that you find that kind of like where
You draw.
You kept
you draw.
punching it,
That's
yeah.
it. You draw. When you
Yeah.
get back to the
Love
house, I like that. That's it.
But
to me-
Wonder Woman showing a moment.
Yeah, great
Right.
moment.
Yeah.
It had these real poignant moments in the movie,
Clever.
but it had nothing around, no
Yeah.
substance,
Exactly.
nothing.
It's like WB, they basically said, you know what, they want to see that, give them that. They want to see
Yeah.
that, give them
Because
that.
that's what the
They want to see that,
fans
give them that.
want to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Again, undermining the intelligence of your fans, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they always seem to think they know what the fans want. The fans are in the background like, no, we want a rated R Deadpool movie. We want a rated R Logan movie. We want, and for years you're like, no, we can't do that because we have to make money. We have to make it
Yeah.
PG-13
Yeah,
so everybody can come in the cinema.
I mean, you don't run with it.
Right? And your movies keep flopping and flopping and flopping until you suddenly decide, oh, because Ryan Reynolds put everything he had into getting that movie
Correct,
made,
yeah.
and now it made like $1 billion, you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe a rated R Logan could work. Do you even read the source material?
Exactly.
Do you even pick up a
Right,
comic and
and
know who these characters
Nothing
are?
speaks more to that point than the fact that the extended cut of Batman v Superman was rated R.
Right. Which is so dumb.
Right? So it's like
By the way, the extended cut
knee-jerk
is yes.
reactions
Yes.
to everything that seems to work and you're not digging
Yeah.
to realize why it's working. It's
Thank
like
you.
everybody trying to make a cinematic universe,
Right.
and they don't even realize that Marvel wasn't trying to
Right.
make a cinematic universe
Yeah,
when
they
they
were-
start.
yes.
Phase 1 was called Phase 1 after
Yes.
Avengers.
After the
Yes.
fact.
After
Yeah.
Avengers come out, then there was like, that was Phase 1, we
Yes.
going into Phase 2 now.
It was just Marvel establishing these characters
And doing
and
good
giving
standalone
us
films.
stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Iron
Yeah.
Man 1 is a good standalone movie.
Yes.
It has
In
no
terms
connections to
in
anything
terms of
else.
that whole extended cut thing, right? Now
No,
we did a review of it last year.
No problem.
I just like it just a little minuscule bit more because I think that it can explain
The top line.
Luther's plan
I
a little bit more.
refuse to watch
But-
extended cuts.
yeah,
I
but-
feel like you trying to put your hand in my pocket after you insulted me the first time. I must give you more money.
That's the thing.
Are
And the
you
theatrical
out of
cut
your
was just so
mind?
bad.
Yeah.
If I go to cinema, what is on that screen is supposed to entertain me, full stop.
Yeah.
You're right.
You trying to wipe up your mess afterwards by saying, oh, no, here's the extended cut.
Yeah.
No.
And here's the funny thing. Zack Snyder did it before with Watchmen, which I still say is his best work.
Totally
Everybody love
agree.
300,
No,
but I love
Watchmen,
Watchmen.
yeah,
Watchmen
I
is near masterpiece in my opinion, right? But the stuff that was taken out from the theatrical cut does not really, it doesn't impact the film that much.
Right.
It's still a great movie. There's 3 versions of the movie, theatrical, directors, and the ultimate. All 3 of them are excellent.
Right.
The extended cut of BVS is just like, okay, well, now Luther's plan kind of has some, we kind of see it start from beginning to end. It's not just
You actually
thrown
see it
in.
play out
Right.
a little bit.
This
Yes,
guy,
it will.
this guy we shot in the face, that's Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah.
What?
And they throw
I
in
don't wanna see that.
some CG blood and a
Yeah.
couple of F-bombs and
Yeah.
that was it really. But the flaws were still there. That doomsday fight,
Yeah.
just didn't work for me.
Nah, but it's true because that's bullshit because tell me I've gone by Blu-ray so that I actually see. So it's
Thank
like,
you.
when I watch a 2-hour trailer,
Thank
Right.
you.
And you're
Yeah,
getting the
two-hour
theatrical cut too. So it's like what? You can't throw away the theatrical cut, you have to keep
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You pay money for it.
yeah.
So you have to like both versions to own it.
I will accept a cut of a film that totally changes it for me. A good example I could give you as a horror fan is the Exorcism prequel movie. I think it's
Not Emily Rose.
starring Stellan Skarsgård, right? I forget the name exactly.
Not Exorcist in the beginning. No.
No.
It's an Exorcist film.
It's an
or-
Exorcist film that's a prequel to the Exorcist Linda Blair movie, but it took place recently.
Alright.
The theatrical cut is terrible.
Okay.
It really is, right? It's a terrible cut. So they did the director's way. The director said, that was not my vision. That is not what I did. Here you go.
I see
It
now.
changes the movie totally.
Exorcist, the beginning.
Yes.
That's what I just.
Oh, sorry. It changes the movie completely because there are whole scenes that he puts in to explain things that happen that it took the movie from a 4 to a 6.5 for me.
Right.
That's the
Alright.
difference.
And you could have released that in cinema. And
Yes,
you would have made
but here's a
millions
big
more.
excuse. Here's a big excuse. Sorry, two big excuses.
There's another one. Give me the name of
Yeah,
the other one.
Dominion prequel to the
Dominion.
Oh,
because of the
right,
Exorcist is
right.
the one I'm
Right,
talking
right,
about.
right.
That's
But-
the one I'm talking
But
about.
here's the two big excuses now for the theatrical cut of BVS. One, it had to be PG-13. We had to get them kids inside.
No, we have to get the money.
And the money. B, kids not gonna be sitting down for 3 hours just to wait for Superman to fight Batman, so we had to shorten things up and blah blah blah.
But they sat down through Civil War.
Thank
Civil
you.
War is a long
Oh,
movie.
right.
But the thing is, if you want dark and gritty, what type of kids are you actually making your movies for?
Yeah.
What type of
No,
dark
but
and
here's
gritty
the thing,
children
right?
are you?
I
What type of-
never understand that dark and gritty argument because you're saying we don't understand because of dark and we don't want dark or whatever.
Yeah.
We just want these nice bright Marvel movies. But Daredevil is a pretty dark Marvel property.
It
Yeah, it
is.
wasn't
And
good, but it was damn dark.
Punisher is
No,
even
no, I know about
darker.
Daredevil.
The series.
The series.
No,
Okay.
Right?
Punisher is even darker than Daredevil.
I
and
know that.
It's really good.
So you
Yeah.
can do dark and not
Yeah.
sacrifice quality.
Jessica Jones is very dark.
you know. It's
Jessica
very dark.
Jones is about freaking rape for crying out loud.
Yeah.
It's a dark movie and it's in a bright world.
Yeah.
So think
Yeah.
about it.
And then you could have dark themes in your movie.
Yes.
Without
Yeah.
making the whole movie
Yes.
Exactly.
dark.
Yeah, you
Right.
can.
Like, don't think you have to spoon feed your story to little kids that I heard all that. Don't know if this is true. Like some kids, or at least I think this happened in real life. One of my friends had mentioned this, where like a couple of kids was crying when Batman was fighting Superman. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
No,
crap.
but
whatever.
this is the
That's
thing.
not the point of making it PG-13. If this is the thing you want to make, if all they spend 2-3 years making this thing, show it.
I
Don't
heard,
dump
I heard
it
there were
down
a couple
first.
parents who carried their kids to see Deadpool and then were complaining with the cinema that, oh my god, look what this movie have in it. It's like, did you stop to find out who Deadpool is? Are you out of your
exactly.
mind? Why would you carry your kids
But
to
the
see
movie
a
rated.
Deadpool movie? The
And
movie
if you
rated
look at the
R.
trailer,
You have some parents who
like-
go to cinemas and they can be very asshole-ish. Yeah? They'll go
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm here so my child could see
No,
this.
because
Well,
even
well,
in a-
right?
in a
Exactly.
PG-13 or 16
And then
movie,
you're
in our
quarreling
cinemas,
because there's a 5-minute sex sequence in the movie.
I couldn't be a cinema attendant because any parent come and tell me anything like that.
Yeah.
I would say, well,
No,
too
Movie
bad,
Town
bad, bad.
absolutely has a zero policy. They're like,
Right.
we don't care if you're here, your kid can't go in and see that because for exactly that reason. You could come back out and then say you want to sue us or something because,
for the R movies.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
have PG-13, I think they will allow you to,
It's exactly what I say. Once you have a parent to
Yeah,
guide you,
parental guidance, yeah.
you-
But
you-
R and
you can let them
NC-17,
find
they're like,
out.
no, we don't care. You have to show ID. You can't go in. That kind of
Right,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we could all agree that BVS was just a
Yep.
steaming pile of dog shit that just should not exist.
Just take out the V.
Yeah.
And that's the movie.
Yeah, BS. And just take out Dawn of Justice because that just makes no sense when you think about it.
Justice League
Like, we have
is
to-
the
we
dawn
have to
of
build the
Justice
Justice League,
If
folks.
you think about it, so like, why?
Why are you
know,
calling
so-
this story? Yeah, I even forgot that all of that was in the title.
Now, keeping with the whole extended cut thing, right? Now we'll get into Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
No,
Another
theatrical
thing about
cuts?
Suicide Squad,
Yeah, we can skip.
Yeah, now theatrical cut, I
feel like
saw
we
it.
can Skip that.
Yeah, I know, but we had to mention because Batman was in it, right? And the Flash. First time we saw the Flash, by the way, Ezra Miller as Flash, right?
No,
So,
sorry, I'm in BVS.
oh yes, in BVS,
Well,
in
it was a weird
that in that
feature.
dream sequence
Some kind
vision
of
thing,
weird
and
flashpointy thingy.
Yeah.
and you didn't bring this up, but when I saw it in IMAX, I literally bawled, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like literally,
And
what was that?
It was atrociously edited.
Yeah.
Like, nothing flew. So it's like, okay.
Ben Affleck's face
Is
looked
that-
like he had ordered a pizza
So
and
it's-
it got the wrong pizza through
Yeah.
that entire
I
thing.
Ben
Like,
Affleck
Yeah.
does look like he gets some work done on his face, you know. Seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
His face is like real plastic.
Right,
But
right.
they edited,
The
it cut.
cheekbones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
happened.
They edited. But that was weird
His face
because
was
Yeah.
smooth for the
And in terms of
age
Ben
he is.
Affleck,
Yes,
what was
yeah.
real funny is that he was trying to decode this thing,
Yeah.
so he just drop asleep. He
Wake
see
up.
this vision, and then he wakes up, and then it just reached like 99 to 100. I was like, really?
Like, so was it
Really? Bruh?
actual, like, is it from a flash from the past, or was it a dream? Because the way it was edited, as you said, was
It's a mess.
really dumb.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Because Flash come through, he wake up, and then when Flash is up there, he wake up and
Yeah, two dreams.
Like, what?
Dumb.
Yeah.
And we
Dumb.
don't
Dream
even
within a
know,
dream,
do
we
they
love
have
that.
a plan for that? Is it
No,
that
that-
the next
they-
Justice League
nope,
movie
nope,
is going to show
nope,
us a world
Nope,
where
nope,
Superman
nope.
is
They-
evil?
Nope, they scrap it.
Yeah,
They
so
So
scrap.
that's what I was saying
Nope,
now.
they
You
scrap.
gotta tie
I'm telling
that together in your own head. Like,
Nope.
now that you watch Justice League,
Listen.
it's like, okay, so it has
Listen,
a next
Dimension,
alternate
oh,
reality.
yes.
We're gonna talk about Justice League, and they scrap that completely because what we got with this movie, I'm gonna talk about Justice League now, hopefully.
Well,
Well,
that's just one thing about Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Or I could probably film it if you want to, right? So, yeah. Funny thing is with the movie, right? Like I saw the theatrical cut. It was there. I look at it. Will Smith was there. Margot Robbie was there. Jared Leto was there for like 10 minutes. It was what it was. But the funny thing
You don't
is,
want to beef, you don't want to beef, man.
yeah, want to beef, man. And Common was wasted the scene. But when I saw the extended cut, right? Like I tell myself because I heard all the rumors about Jared Leto being in character and people
Right.
were scared and they shot so much footage of him there.
Yeah.
So I went into the extended cut watching this thing, man. I like.
Research.
You only get like a couple scenes with him and Harley Quinn. Didn't add up to anything. It's just flashback scenes. You got to see I forgot the samurai girl. What's
Katana.
her? Yeah, Katana talk.
Right.
Did her soul actually?
This
Did her
is
soul
Katana.
actually
And-
take any
The soul
soul?
traps. The soul.
Yeah,
Soul
just say
do
something,
So dumb, eh?
and that was it.
That was so dumb.
So-
oh my god.
The extended cut, believe it or not, of Suicide Squad is one of the worst things
Yeah, it was.
I've ever seen in my life.
Somehow was. Yeah.
Because it did not live up to the promise of
Addressed the Joker thing.
yeah, and it's extended cut. The stuff that were taken out, I want to see it, or I want to see it be a little bit more cohesive to the story. Nope, it's just 11 more minutes or 30 more minutes of stuff that I just didn't need to see.
And that's
Waste of
just
time.
Warner Brothers trying to save their own cinemas.
Yeah.
They don't
So I feel
have
sorry
to
for the
get that
people who
behaved
buy
in
this
the
on
movie
Blu-ray.
in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the people who buy this on Blu-ray, the theatrical
sorry
So
extended.
you were real brave, you gonna watch the extended cut.
I feel like, yeah,
I was curious, I was curious.
curious.
No, but he had a good vision. Okay, the man, look, I love, there's a couple movie, you know.
Oh, End of Watch.
End of Watch.
Excellent.
Yeah. The man have a good sense of street crime. And that's suicide. You could do that with suicide.
Yeah.
Street violence, you get a really good sense of urban violence, urban blight.
That's what they're supposed to be about.
Right.
Yes.
And when I heard he was announced, I was like, yeah, on board.
And we get Joker being the gangster type
Right,
again.
and that's
a
the
modern
thing.
take on
It had a
it.
handful of Joker moments I liked.
No, I hate that. I hate like
I
turning
know.
Joker into a gangster.
No, actually,
Yeah.
no, I didn't mind. Personally, I didn't really mind that. Like, okay, like they had a little part with the bomb. Remember that part where he gave a guy a package in the guard boot or something so. And just drop in face one time, he
Yeah, I
done.
remember that.
That
Yeah,
just
that's
came
when-
on.
when
That just
they-
came on
they
one
kinda
I
season.
remember.
And then he's like a gangster in the city. Like that kind of a gangster, kind of something. But he's still like the craziest MFer in the room. Like, so that world building wise makes some sense.
Yeah.
And look, it's not Heath Ledger anarchist Joker. Fine. So I didn't mind that. And then the movie just like keep going. I was like, yeah, what is this? I'm like, okay, you ain't do nothing.
I
with
actually
this.
liked him, you know, as Joker.
That's the thing, I didn't.
But I wanted more.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it as much as I
Not
thought.
to the
Other people hated it much
Get
more than I did.
anything to say whether I could like or dislike that Joker.
Right.
It was such a. It's like, you know, somebody put a spoon of sugar in your tea, and but this is the tea, so you can't taste
Yeah,
the
you can't
sugar.
tell.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really give a crap one way or the other about
Yeah.
Jared Leto
Yeah.
as Joker.
No, he totally disposable, sadly. And look, he's a good actor. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, one of the best.
I think he's a very good
Yeah.
actor. Right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
just-
I wouldn't argue that.
I just totally
But-
misuse.
And then the premise of it alone, you have this ragtag group of villains,
Right.
and you have them going up against some sort of not even superpowered,
A
but
god of some
magical.
sort. Yeah, that is
yeah,
just
so-
wrong.
I'm like, what?
I don't know.
If you, first of all, Enchantress,
Right.
she's supposed to be in Justice League Dark.
Right.
Yeah.
What the hell is she doing here? I want Justice League Dark forever, but I'm
Right.
terrified as what they will do with that movie.
Yeah,
I
you got
am
messed up.
And the moments with
terrified.
Enchantress when she's doing the whole kind of hula
Yeah.
hoop kind of shit.
Yeah.
Queen of the
Terrible,
Damned.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Queen the damn
Queen of the
stuff.
Damned.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worse.
So-
And I mean, Captain Boomerang
Exactly.
and Deadshot and a bunch and Harley
Yeah, three
Quinn
boomerangs.
going up against the evil Enchantress and
Nah,
her evil
it's a
brother.
waste.
Like
It's a
what?
total waste.
And then
And
the
I was
worst thing
going,
too
what's
is
the,
that you
fire
had
guy?
El Diablo,
El Diablo.
Yeah.
and then he died, and they don't even acknowledge him, man.
Yeah.
He just came and he died. Whatever.
man.
And oh yes, one last thing I'll say: the soundtrack for it was so
Bad.
scrappy. It was just like a bunch of old heads. It's like, I wonder what the kids are listening to.
Let me listen to God.
No,
Yeah, let's take
Yeah.
Eminem's
Yeah.
2002 hit "Without Me" and play it in the film
Yeah.
for no reason, just to have Margot Robbie put on Harley Quinn outfit
Yeah.
just because, and have Killer Croc put on some jacket just because.
I have
No,
no
it
issue with Margot.
everybody made the
But-
analogy of it's Hot Topic, the movie. That's what it was. It was Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Let's give Deadshot a
This
loaded
is what-
gun.
yeah, this is what-
Even
this
though
is
he doesn't have the explosive in his neck yet, and we've already seen him kill somebody by bouncing a bullet off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why he didn't just like kill him?
Another thing that I
No
hated was
idea.
how often he did not have that mask on.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Will
that's
Smith
his
should never be
signature.
bold because,
You know.
right?
Yeah,
That's
them
one.
is,
Uncle
but-
Phil.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? But you are dead shot.
Yeah,
Put
the
on
mask
the freaking mask. I know you're Will Smith. I don't need to see your
Yeah.
face to
That
know.
wasn't Deadshot though. That was Will Smith.
You know.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it was Will Smith
Okay,
being
so
Will
the
Smith. Let's be real.
one thing I liked in that movie was
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That was something
Yes.
he liked in that movie.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it's Viola Davis.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought she was more or less perfectly cast.
Yes.
For the role.
And Harley Quinn, you didn't like Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
She was serviceable.
Yeah, the problem with she, right? So you have all these Super Bowl things, but you know the girl with a baseball bat go and do something.
Yeah.
Look, she kind of sexy, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but the
How
whole
I
thing-
do.
the
I
whole
know
thing
one,
is-
I know one said that's
The
a
whole
white
thing with Harley Quinn
But no,
is that nobody takes her seriously, and that's what makes her dangerous.
Right,
Because
exactly.
yeah, it's like as a girl gamer, I grew up playing in the arcades and
Right.
being underestimated
Right.
all the time, and you just when they kick the ass, they're
Right.
completely surprised.
Right.
That's Harley
Yes.
Quinn.
But that's the thing.
That's
They
what
should
she is in the
have-
cartoons.
They should have
you
sell
know?
exactly. They
Yeah,
should have
that's
sell
what
that.
they should have sell.
They gotta sell that better, and they can work now. But you didn't get that.
No.
She just a girl with a bat.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
like,
They didn't
okay.
sell it enough because the whole thing is she's supposed to be able to disarm you with just the hey pudding
Right.
and
Yeah.
then before you know it, you're dead.
You're dead,
She's
right.
so close to you,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah. But the show did give us two things, and then we'll jump into Justin. Two great things, sir.
Croc?
No, Killer Croc was just annoying.
And a good
I'm
actor.
not even gonna mention the Oscar that they won for best makeup.
You know?
I'm not even gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I remember that
Not
night.
gonna
I
talk
was
about
like,
it.
yeah, but this went over Star Trek.
So-
I know, right? I was like, all right.
Now it's
Like, I'm like,
Oscar
okay,
winning
okay.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Oscar
Yeah.
won with Suicide Squad.
On every label of every Blu-ray.
That just
Doctor
has
Strange
almost
could have won for best visuals.
That's almost
but-
as bizarre as Oscar won with
Yeah.
the 3-6 Mafia. You know the rap group? They
Yeah,
win Oscar. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you remember it now? You remember the song that they sung?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, so as I mentioned, song, Purple Lamborghini.
Right.
Great song,
Yeah.
great song.
Right.
Works. I love that song, right? Second thing, Slipknot's Death is
That's crap.
so freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I could just watch that again
man who could-
and
when he
again.
can climb,
and
he
again.
can
The
climb
one who can climb
anything.
anything, boom, head pulled off.
That crap, yeah.
So funny.
Sad.
Hey, this is Matthew Bailey, and I hope you've enjoyed this segment of the BS Beats and Bailey podcast. If you'd like to hear the full episode, hit up my link tree. On the other side of my head are 2 videos you can check out. Like this video if you like it, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell as well. Thanks for listening, and until the next one, take care, peace.